so excited. Okay, do the intro so we can go.
Yeah, sure. Okay, here we go. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Mr. and Mrs. Nerd. We are going to do a summer-themed episode. It's not summer yet, but we're too hyped, so we couldn't wait. And we're doing a taste test. As you can see, we're doing ice cream. Angelina has found a new type of ice cream that is like dairy, but isn't.
It is dairy.
It is dairy.
Do I need to explain?
It is dairy without the lactose.
But more. It's vegan.
Yeah.
It's technically still dairy. It's called the FDA has called this animal-free dairy, and the proteins are structurally the same as they are in milk. So they basically made milk without cows, and the way that they do it is the same way that you brew beer. Basically, you feed it to like microflora, and they develop the proteins on their own. And it's how you get beer, and it's also how you get this particular protein. So structurally the same as the dairy protein that you would get from a cow, but not coming from a cow. So they were able to take out the lactose, and because they're making their own milk, and they didn't have to use any animals. So it's 100% vegan. The only people who can't eat this is if you have like a dairy protein allergy. You won't be able to eat this because it is a real dairy protein. And it's totally new technology that they've developed. They had to wait for, FDA approval before they could put this out to the market. That's how they came up with the animal-free dairy label. So if you see any products in the store that say that, like these do, animal-free dairy.
Yeah, each one does say animal-free, lactose-free.
That's what it means. And on the back, you'll even say contains milk. So they somehow were able to create milk from microflora.
It's pretty cool, and the brand is Brave Robot, for a delicious future. That's the tagline. Really cool. I've never heard of them before, so this is all new to me, but we're super excited to try it, and
I'm really excited.
Hopefully, if we get hooked on this, we can just keep ordering.
Because it's just like if we both like it, that'll be kind of the best of both worlds, because you like regular milk.
Yeah.
And I've been lactose intolerant for many, many years, but I've been vegan for many, many years, so I just haven't eaten it either, so.
I don't like regular milk. I like regular dairy products that include milk. Like, I like regular ice cream and yogurt, but I wouldn't drink regular milk. I prefer, like, the Silk almond milk stuff.
Yeah. Soy milk is what we get.
The soy milk, yeah. But, yeah, this would be great to have in the house. And you said there was only 8 flavors, right? We have all 8 flavors.
So Brave Robot is a partner of Perfect Day Foods, who is they're the engineers of this technology. So they've partnered with a bunch of different ice cream brands.
Okay.
And so there are actually other people you can order animal-free dairy from. Okay.
That would carry more options then.
They have more options, yes.
Okay.
They even have, I think Nick's ice cream does like a low-fat, low-carb version of it too. So that's different. It's like some sort of Swedish ice cream that I've seen advertised a lot. They're using this technology too. So, and there's a couple of local ice cream brands around the country that have been using it to produce ice cream. So
that's awesome.
There's definitely lots of options. These are just the only 8 flavors that they had available from Brave Robot.
And speaking of said flavors, we have buttery pecan, vanilla and cookies, PB and fudge, blueberry pie, hazelnut chocolate chunk, raspberry white truffle, which I'm very excited to try, a lot of chocolate, and plain vanilla. I assume the blue is. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're going to try each one right now and give a review, An honest review to the best of our ability.
From both perspectives, because you eat
regular ice cream.
And I do not, so we'll kind of see how it stacks up.
Let's begin.
So I was saying I think we should start with vanilla, because I feel like that's kind of a plain base.
Okay.
You don't really have anything else to disguise whatever the flavor is. It's just kind of like vanilla beans.
All right, that's a good idea.
So we did open these ahead of time, and they're kind of, the lids are kind of messed up because I didn't open it well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they came to us a little beat up because of FedEx, but
Not supposed to mention FedEx.
that's fine.
You see, I'm getting this spoonful.
I know. Should I have taken more? I didn't take that much.
You took more than I did.
Okay.
I think. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Let's see, vanilla.
It's good. It's good. It doesn't taste like just vanilla though. Are you getting something else?
Yeah.
But it's not bad. The other flavor I'm getting is not bad, but it's not straight vanilla. And I don't know if it's because of the protein they use that's different, it makes it taste different, but the flavoring should be the same either way, and it's not exactly just vanilla. There's something else there. It almost tastes like a plain cookie.
You know what it tastes like? Kind of like an almond biscotti.
Okay.
I feel like I'm tasting the same thing. Now I am drinking Mountain Dew, so maybe that's...
I have water in my amazing Mr. and Mrs.
But
No
I'm
Brain
curious,
mug.
it doesn't taste just like vanilla. There's definitely something else in here. But it doesn't say that okay. So it's animal-free milk, sugar,
We have established this.
coconut oil, sunflower oil, maltodextrin, natural flavor, vanilla bean seed, some preservative salt, carabine gum. Nothing that would really pop out to me like this is... It is very sweet. I'll say that. It is extremely sweet.
But that's what you want from ice cream.
Yeah. I guess maybe I'm just not used to ice cream that's that sweet.
Is vegan ice cream not that sweet?
Some of it isn't. Some of it really isn't that sweet. But I don't know.
Standard ice cream, I mean...
It's good. I'm a little curious about what that flavor is. I wonder if that's in all of them or if it's kind of just this one. Maybe this is just the vanilla bean seed.
A secondary flavor.
Well, we're going to find out, right?
I know, we're about to.
All right. You want to do chocolate?
Not just chocolate. How much chocolate?
A lot of chocolate.
A lot of chocolate. All right. Yeah, let me just wipe this off.
Don't recommend doing this if you're not married to the person that you're doing the ice cream taste test with, because it might be a little gross. But
I mean, I feel like
the only ones eating it. So
we're doing this for you so that you can see, like, oh, maybe I want to try this one or this one. They're small enough to where you could probably... It's like a Ben & Jerry's size. Like, you can eat this on your own.
This looks really creamy and delicious.
It does look really good. Chocolate always looks better.
Vanilla was never really my favorite. I was always a chocolate girl.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That's already my favorite. That's so
really
good. And you know what the deal is?
That doesn't taste like vegan ice cream
When
either.
I've had ice cream or a flavor that's like a lot of chocolate, triple chocolate, chocolate delight, it is too rich and too sweet. And you go for it. This is
I want
perfect.
Another spoon.
It is just the right amount of sweet. There's a little bit of semi-sweet bitterness to it, with the chocolate bits. Mm-hmm. And I could eat this whole thing. I've only said that about one other ice cream flavor, and that's fish food. I could eat that entire container myself.
Well, that's very similar to this in terms of flavor profile.
Yeah, I think that's why I like it so much.
This is what I remember chocolate dairy ice cream tasting like.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have an aftertaste of soy or coconut or almond or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Well, I don't really normally eat
No, but do you agree that it tastes like chocolate ice cream?
Oh, it tastes like chocolate ice cream as I've had it for years, but almost better. See, now that's it's going to be dangerous because...
Almost better.
This is, what?
I almost knocked the palm tree over. Okay, you want to try raspberry white truffle?
Yeah, I was really pumped for this.
I'll let you get the first spoon.
Thank you.
Looks like there's raspberry over on that side.
And it's soft over here. Going right for that.
I think I have to get a little bit of raspberry. So it's white chocolate, kind of like a white chocolate truffle, and then a raspberry swirl in it.
Yeah. All right. Yes.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. It needs more raspberry.
This one is better than the vanilla.
Definitely better than vanilla. Chocolate's still number one for me. But this is really delicious. And I think if they did have a more balanced mix of raspberry and white truffle, that this probably would beat the chocolate, because the raspberry side of this for me is outstanding.
I can taste the milk in that one, though.
Can you?
I couldn't in this, but I can in that. So they are adding something to vanilla that makes it taste less like milk.
See, I guess it's just because I'm so used to this type of ice cream.
You don't taste it?
That I'm not tasting a difference. I'm tasting more of a difference in, like, quality and flavor than, like, that's milk or this isn't milk. You know?
Well, this is very fancy ice cream. I mean, we'll be honest, like, the price point's a little high.
Well, yeah, but it's like, treat yourself.
Well, yeah, and their whole thing is that they're trying to make it more accessible. So the pints themselves are not expensive. They're maybe like $5, which is probably around the same price as it would be for like Haagen-Dazs.
There's more. Right.
But yeah, I'm
well,
sure
right
it's layered.
below. No, but like right below the surface. I just had to dig a little bit.
But the shipping is expensive. So we were able to get a deal. They had like an Earth Day special that they were still running, where you could get 4 pints and then you get the rest free. Like, you buy 4, you get 4 free. So that kind of counteracted the shipping, and it really wasn't that expensive. But normally, if you're getting them shipped to you, they are a little pricey. They are available in some grocery stores.
Already? That's
They
great.
are.
Where? You know?
I don't know where. It's kind of like they're just popping up.
Okay.
So, but you can request. You can actually, like, I saw that you can request one of these to be. We can try this one. Hazelnut chocolate chunk.
Yeah.
You can request the brand to be sold in your grocery store, and if you take a picture of yourself with the general manager of the store saying that you want the ice cream and send it to them, they'll give you a refund on whatever shipping you paid for your ice cream.
Really?
And the shipping's like $20, so that's a pretty good rebate, I would say.
Yeah, like they're giving you incentive to get the ice cream.
Yeah.
But you don't need it. I mean, if they were handing out like samples, like little cups at the store with this, you'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever.
It is good. I think you got to get it around the edges. That's where it's real soft.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a big fan of hazelnut, and I don't like Nutella at all, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about
don't?
this.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't think I do. I mean, I've had Nutella-like spreads, and they didn't do it for me. This ain't it.
What I don't like about this one is there's a little graininess. Did you get that at all?
This is ground hazelnuts, too.
Yeah. So, it's not bad. I don't think it's bad. It's definitely not my favorite at all. And I think of the rest of these that we're going to try, it's probably going to be tied with buttery pecan as like the lowest, because I don't think I'm going to love that one either.
That's like a vanilla ice cream base, though. This is a hazelnut base.
Yeah, but it's not terrible. It's just, I guess it's just based on what your preference is. So
I'll say it's good.
If you do like Nutella, I think you'll love this.
I just don't really like hazelnut flavor, but it's a pretty strong one, but I think it's balanced well. So if you are a fan of hazelnuts, I think that would be a good flavor for you. It's a good ice cream. I just don't like those flavors together.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
All right. Blueberry pie?
I feel like PB and fudge would be a good transition, because that's another nut-based one.
I mean, okay.
But it's not peanut butter-based ice cream. This one is a swirl. So it's vanilla
swirl
with
of what? Vanilla?
fudge and peanut butter.
Like Moose Tracks.
I've never had Moose Tracks. Is
Oh,
that what
man.
it is?
That's kind of like what it is, although I think the Moose Tracks, the little, like, shapes have caramel inside of them. Or nougat? No, it's caramel.
You get a little spoon of all of it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of peanut butter, I guess. No, these have started to soften quite a lot, too.
Damn it. Really struggling here. There it is. All right. Boom.
This one is very good.
I am not a huge fan of peanut butter. This is fantastic. So, that is saying something for me.
So good. Wow.
It's really good. It's not a heavy peanut butter flavor. I think everything is balanced pretty well. And normally when you have like peanut butter in your ice cream, like if it's like a flavor like Moose Tracks or something like that.
We gotta eat the sides.
Oh no, eat more. Oh no. Normally when you have a flavor like this, like the peanut butter bits or the swirl, it's like really tough or like chewy. It's not with this. So
and
they knocked it out of the park.
For like Ben and Jerry's, I've noticed I stopped getting their peanut butter ice cream because the peanut butter was bitter.
Bitter?
It was like they were using like natural peanut butter. I don't know if this is a thing that they do in ice cream, but this is like Skippy peanut butter that they like put into ice cream. So it's like sweetened and delicious. If you're health conscious, these are probably not for you. Although there is no cholesterol, so that's a win. But they do have the same like nutritional profile as dairy ice cream. So other than the being cholesterol free. So
I mean, I feel like if you do end up getting one of these and you are health conscious, you want to share it, it probably wouldn't be as bad as eating one of these yourself.
Absolutely. But if you're like a Halo Top customer, I feel like this isn't going to be the next thing for you.
Well, yeah, probably not. Oh, you didn't want to go in for a second?
I did already.
Oh,
I
you
like
did?
scooped around. Do you want more?
I thought you just got like a little. I did. I took seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, with that one.
I mean,
I'm going back for
the chocolate. We get to keep them all, so don't have to eat it all right this second. All right, this is blueberry pie. Actually, you know what? Do you want to do buttery pecan? Because you said you don't think you're going to like that one as much.
Why are you keeping this from me? Is it on purpose?
No, I feel like you're going to like this one a lot.
I want it, yes.
So you can kind of see that there's blueberry swirled into this.
You can see it through camera, but it looks promising.
It does look promising. Trying to get a good mix. So it's blueberry, swirls of blueberry jam, and graham cookie. This tastes like blueberry pie with ice cream on top.
Yes, it does. Wow.
Doesn't it?
It took a second for that to hit me. But, oh my god.
Ooh, this is good.
That's really good. It's like, and it's so weird. You know what I'm experiencing right now? You saw Willy Wonka, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the scene where Violet's got the gum that tastes like a whole meal, and then she gets to the dessert and she's like breaking it down?
Yeah.
That's what this is like, because it tastes like somebody baked a blueberry pie and then just put it in here. Like you can get like a little like cinnamon, a little butter, a little like graham cracker, like the whole thing. It's layered, and that's insane because all they had to do was just put blueberry in this and call it a little blueberry pie and put some like graham cracker swirl in there, and that could have been it. But they went the extra mile, and it tastes just like it. That's fantastic.
It's really good.
That's tied with the chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were right.
I was going to love it. All right, let's do butter pecan, and we'll end on vanilla and cookies.
We got two. Wait,
no. We did peanut
butter.
butter.
We already did this.
Yeah.
Okay, never
mind. We do have two more. 1, 2.
Yeah.
So this is like a vanilla base that's swirled with caramel and pecans.
Okay.
You probably won't get like a big chunk of pecan. Especially not if you go first, because I think the ones at the top.
Do you want that bit with the caramel?
I think that's going to make it taste better, but okay,
I know.
I'll take the caramel.
Well,
I feel like you can't really test it.
Don't mind me.
Just eating the vanilla.
Just trying to be chivalrous.
That's some caramel right there, too.
Yeah, it's like a little bit. I don't think it's gonna...
I don't even see any nuts, honestly. I think you're probably safe. We both like caramel.
I mean, yeah. It's caramel. It's delicious.
It is very good.
Mm-hmm. But
I didn't get any pecans.
I wouldn't be able to eat this entire thing out of the fear of running into a pecan. Crushed, whole, halved.
It says they're in here, but honestly, I haven't seen one.
Do you pronounce it pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
Is it pecan?
Mm-hmm.
Can it be either way, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. That was one.
You found one?
They're very, very small bits.
Yeah.
They're like the graham bits in there.
There is no, but I didn't even get a graham bit. I got like graham flavoring.
Oh, well then I saw the bits, but that's how small they are.
Okay. For what I ate, it was good.
Yeah, this one's really good.
I like caramel, and I think that's really the only other flavor profile you're getting out of this, unless you take a bite of the pecan.
It's praline pecan and salted caramel swirl. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
The pecans taste like they have been, I think the praline part is like sugared. They taste like they're kind of like candied.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like tiny candied bits of pecans, which is fine with me. I used to really love that flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a win for me.
Okay.
And then...
So, yeah, not blowing my mind, but not bad.
Finally... We have vanilla and
all right.
cookies.
Hold on now. We gotta.
So it's
if you can see
nice
that,
swirl.
that is a nice swirl.
It's vanilla
It's
with
good
chocolate
presentation.
cookie crumble. So I guess that's the cookie crumble in there.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Let me see. I'll get a little bit of that swirl. It definitely leaves like the aftertaste and feel of dairy in my mouth that I'm not used to.
Is that ruining your experience, or
No.
is it bringing some like nostalgia back for when you
Maybe.
did used to eat it?
Maybe. Yeah. If they get cotton candy ice cream, that's it.
That's it.
That was always my absolute favorite.
I'm searching for it.
It's not a strong
I'm not
cookie
getting anything.
flavor.
Like there is like a chocolate hint at the end, but the vanilla is overpowering. I think it's too much. I think you should have at least some bits of like cookie, or because that's what it's supposed to be, right? Vanilla and cookies. Because normally when you get vanilla and cookies, or cookies and milk, something like that type of ice cream, it's like an Oreo chunk, or it's bits of crumbled up chocolate chip cookie or cookie dough and stuff like that.
This would be better with chunks.
Yeah, exactly. Because
So
it needs more. The swirl is good, but it's not enough.
We could like make a sundae and put those in there. I can find
Well,
uses for all of these. Basically,
I mean, sure, we can do the work.
I feel like
but,
vanilla is going to be a milkshake.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of chocolate and blueberry pie I could eat on its own.
Yeah.
Raspberry I could eat on its own. What was this one again? The hazelnut. I don't know what to do with that one, but you know what? Actually, banana. If you mix if you get like a hot banana like compote, and you put that on there, put some like chocolate drizzle, I think that'd be really good. Because then you know how you make like a hazelnut banana sandwich.
Yeah. Okay.
This could,
Sorry.
This can be on its own or with actual pie. PB and fudge, I think it's delicious. I think it'd be cool to mix that with some jelly. Or like some blueberry like compote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Peanut butter
be
and
good. I
jelly.
mean, this one I feel works on its own though.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The chocolate's definitely my favorite.
I gotta have more of that.
And then blueberry I think is like close second.
Yeah.
Because that was really, really good. And I do like blueberry pie. I'm going to get more too.
This is so good.
Isn't it so good?
Yeah.
Is it so good for being vegan ice cream, or is it so good just for being ice cream?
I think it would be unfair to not include this in the category of ice cream because of what they're doing. Because they're trying to merge vegan and non-vegan together by making it basically a dairy-based ice cream, but without the factor that would make it non-vegan.
Right.
So to say it's good ice cream for being vegan or it's good ice cream for being ice cream isn't fair. I think it's just good ice cream.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think I was more curious about like what you would think because you eat like dairy ice cream all the time, and this is a different type of dairy than what you're used to.
But now that I've had it, going back to the store, if I saw this next to like a tub of Breyers or something like that, I would see them as equals. And in some cases, I would see this as better. So
I don't remember Breyers being very good. Sorry if there's.
I was
Breyers
just kind of
watching.
using that as an example, but
No, I know,
any
but that's
kind
what
of
I'm
ice
thinking.
cream.
I'm like, meh.
The only exception really would be Ben and Jerry's. In this case, this seems the closest to a Ben and Jerry's flavor, but I'm in love with their ice cream. This is not a brand deal for Ben and Jerry's, but I just really like their ice cream. So if this was sitting next to that, I'd probably still grab the Ben and Jerry's. But for the most part, this is fantastic. I think this really changes the game for ice cream, and I really like the direction that we're going in because why not just have one instead of two camps? Everybody just have the same thing.
Well,
Because you really can't tell the difference, except the people who can't have, what did you say it was before, the proteins?
You can't have milk protein. If you can't have milk protein, like if you have a true milk allergy, then you would still have a reaction from this because it is milk protein. So if you are allergic to milk, you can't have it. If you're just lactose intolerant, then this is safe for you. If you're vegan for ethical reasons, this is safe for you. And honestly, if you're vegan for environmental reasons, then this is a good option too, because they said that it uses far less water to make. It's, there's reduced greenhouse gases.
Exactly.
All that good stuff. So, I mean, it's really better all around, I think. And they've been saying that this is kind of what they're hoping to move into for everyone. And I know some people will have issues with like, oh, it's made in a lab or whatever. But to be truthful, most of the products that you get have been made in a lab anyway. And it's the same process as it is. They're brewing it like they do for beer. So if you drink beer, then you should have no problem with this technology because it's the same. But they're trying to partner with more dairy brands. They're coming out with cheese and with regular milk, and I feel like the cheese would be the game changer for me.
Oh yeah, I mean if they were able to do with cheese what they did here, I mean.
Well, why not? Because if you have the milk, you can do anything with it, right?
That would really change the game, because that's the problem with vegan cheese, is that it's like rubber, and it definitely does not have the same taste or the same mouthfeel or like the same like melting point as like regular cheese does.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to make like nachos or fondue or like any of the grilled cheese.
Fondue is a little bit easier.
It's a little bit easier than the other things, but compared to regular cheese, it's still a little bit of a struggle. And I'm not bashing vegan cheese, but if they're able to get it to this point where I could almost not even tell the difference, that's fantastic. That's.
You say almost. Can you tell the difference between this and dairy? Like.
I said I almost could. I mean, I can't really even tell the difference.
But can you tell the difference? Like between the. I know it's different because this isn't like. It's not like you got Breyers and then you got like this version of Breyers. But. Because it's a completely different ice cream. But. Can you tell when you like taste it or put it,
Then I'll put it this way, because then this will just completely answer the question. If you gave me that and then some other chocolate ice cream and you were like, which one is vegan and which one isn't, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay. Because that's
if you gave me that and then another brand and was like, find the brand, I would be able to tell you the difference.
Okay. I mean, I think that's where my curiosity lied, is that you eat this stuff all the time. And so I figured you would be they keep doing reviews of this with vegans on YouTube, and they're not that interesting reviews to watch because it's like, this is good, but they don't remember what it tastes like. Like for me, it's been over a decade, so I really don't remember, exactly what the taste is versus what I'm used to. And they've made so many advances in ice cream now for vegans that it's like,
I don't know if Brave Robot has an Instagram, but
I'm pretty sure they do.
They probably do.
Yeah.
But go find them and check out what they're doing. Order some ice cream. It's really good. Final thoughts. In order of best to worst for me, I think we got best starting with my Pixar ball and worst going towards the plant, palm tree. We got chocolate, blueberry pie, this is raspberry swirl, raspberry white truffle, peanut butter and fudge, and then the last four are, it's difficult. It's difficult because they're all kind of...
Are you serious? I think these were all better than the vanilla. The vanilla just had like a weird taste to me that none of the others did. And these all looked, not that one, but these have a vanilla base, and I didn't taste that weird thing in those.
Okay, well then, between these three, this one will go last.
Yeah.
But this one did the
butter
least.
pecan
This one, well,
above
all right.
freezing.
This one, at least, the caramel's good. So
Yeah.
I'll put that here, and I'll put that there. And even though I really don't like pecans, whatever, I didn't get a bite of it. Okay, but I have to take into consideration, if I was eating the whole container, if not half of this myself, I would eventually find one. So, for my personal review, I'm going to move this. So I feel like I'd probably put this before this, but I definitely put this before this, and then... This is still better than this.
Yeah.
Because this at least has a lot more flavor. This is good. This is very good, don't get me wrong.
It's alright.
But it's still just vanilla. And if this was a different lineup of flavors and vanilla was included, vanilla would always be last. Because it's just vanilla, But you can do the most with vanilla, so, and then, in a different type of lineup, that would be first because it's the most versatile.
Make some milkshakes with it or something.
Milkshakes, sundaes, banana splits,
like
smoothies, you can do a lot.
This one reminds me of the vanilla and cookies. Do you remember going to kids' birthday parties when you were little and they would give you the tiny cups of ice cream?
The Dixie cups?
With the little spoon, the wooden spoon
yeah.
you got out of? That's
Dixie
what this
cups.
one kind of reminds me of. None of the other ones do. But that one kind of reminds me of that. Something about, the chocolate flavor that's swirled in there.
Yeah.
You remember when they were, vanilla and chocolate swirled?
Yeah.
I don't remember what they were called. It's been a very long time. I was, maybe 4 when I had one, but...
I don't remember either.
But I can remember what they tasted like when I was 4. But no, this is, kind of what it reminds me of.
I think they were specifically called Dixie cups, but
Maybe.
I don't know if I was right.
No idea. Don't
I
buy
don't know
those,
if that's
but
just
do,
what we called
do
them.
get those.
But yeah, so that's my lineup. I think these are all good though, and I think there's a flavor out there for everyone. This is
I mean, and honestly,
2.
if you don't like these, there's a ton of other brands that are making animal-free dairy ice cream. So
which is awesome.
If you're more of I don't know, if you're a keto person, try the Nick's Swedish stuff and then report back and let us know how it is.
Please, yes. Go out there, get this ice cream or get Nick's or a different brand and comment. Put it on Instagram at us, at Mr. and Mrs. Nerd, or on this episode. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you've tried this already. What's your favorite flavor? Or if you haven't tried it, what flavor piqued your interest the most? We want to get the conversation going because this is a super cool thing, and we think everybody should, at least give it a shot. But yeah, so that's that, and we will leave that there, and it is time for everybody's favorite segment, the Batman with a Bat Plan. In this segment, we go deep into Batman's mind and pull out one of his genius ideas, but
how come
really,
you can say that, but I can't make
because I'm not talking about surgery. I could be psychically linking to Batman and pulling ideas out that way, You're talking about lobotomies and stuff in previous episodes. None of that here. But in actuality, these have been suggestions given to us by you, the fans, and we are going to try our best to get to every single one of them. So,
all 3 of you.
That's hilarious. Please keep doing this, because the more you do it, the more fun we get to have. So... And then I have to start coming up with episode ideas.
This was my idea. So.
Well, yeah, that was one out of, how many episodes have we done?
It was a good idea, I think.
That was a great idea.
Forward to this all week.
Should come up with more of them. This was great.
Fine, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway.
We'll be testing more vegan products.
Sure, we could have a whole part of the part of the show where we just test vegan food.
That would be hilarious
You
for
wanna-
me. I want you to try those chicken nuggets.
No. I will try any product that is not meat. Because I can tell you right now, I'll be able to tell. I'll always be able to tell.
I
when
don't
it
know
comes
if
to
you
meat.
could with those.
Yes,
I don't know.
You had me try the Impossible Whopper from Burger King, and I could tell,
That
and I wasn't
from Burger
lying.
King, that was from Red Robin.
No.
Red Robin was not as good as Burger
Okay,
King.
then Red Robin, then, whatever.
Burger King's is much better.
Impossible Whopper is an Impossible Whopper, no matter where you get
No,
it from.
it wasn't a Whopper though. It's different when
But
Burger King makes
the
it.
patty is the
It
patty.
was very different.
I'm sure it was.
It was.
Well, what I tried, I could tell the difference, and I wasn't lying. I wasn't trying to be like, oh, it's stupid. I don't like it. Gave it a shot, and it wasn't awful, but I could tell that it wasn't what I was eating, which was a real burger.
Well,
so.
that's also different than this because this is actually dairy. That wasn't actually meat.
What are we doing next?
Marvel movie review.
Oh, again. Okay, so I have to take this out here.
Yeah.
Because I pulled this out in a previous episode. Hopefully, we will get to see Black Widow, and when we do, we will do a Marvel movie review of that movie.
I think you should do movie reviews of movies I didn't like that you did.
We can do that. we can do that in the podcast, the Nerdcast,
That
which
would be really
we
funny.
will be having a lot more episodes up on the channel very soon. But we have one up there right now, so go and check it out.
Food challenge.
Okay.
More food. That's
More
my
food for
favorite
you.
kind.
Okay, food challenge. The challenge will be, what are we doing? So we'll figure that out, and then we'll do it. So that was a lot of fun, and we hope that we piqued your interest with this ice cream. Again, if you try it, let us know, and if you don't, that's fine too.
Keep an open mind, friends.
Yeah,
Sustainability.
that's all we ask. I mean, they say it on this on the container. It's
One of them says,
Hi,
welcome
friend.
to the future.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they all said that. Well, yeah. Welcome to the magical future of ice cream. It's great. We'll see you all in another episode. Thank you so much for watching, and stay nerdy.
Bye.
Bye.